Indeed, greetings unto you, my beloved and holy friends. Thank you so much for joining me on another video. I really appreciate your presence. If you enjoy what it is I'm doing, do consider liking the video, consider subscribing, and do leave a comment. I try and answer every single one of them. Let's go live. Whew. I feel like I definitely took a bit of a day for myself. Allowed myself to kind of just be, I want to say. Just allowed myself to be, calm down, relax a little bit. Yeah, and I feel it was very necessary. Gave me enough chance to actually process the things I was going through and thinking about, and yeah, I'm very very grateful for that actually. Become a spokesperson for reality. You are the light of the world. Something worth saying, huh? Become a spokesperson for reality. You are the light of the world. And that's really cool, actually. I do appreciate that one. Become a spokesperson for reality. You are the light of the world. So, I do want to show you, hey Lane, the bud that I selected for today. So, it's a really beautiful one. Smells absolutely fragrant. Yeah, I'm happy with my selection. I feel like for the last few days, I've not really had that much intent in selecting the buds that I was going to smoke. I don't know how I got a piece of bud in my mouth just now. Anyway, but didn't have that much intent for what it is I'm picking. But I felt today, especially, I was like, I'm not just gonna grab some. I'm gonna actually find myself the little specimen that I want. And today, it was this little bud. Is it a girl? Technically, it is a flower, right? I don't know. Fuck gender roles, right, Lane? uh, that's a nice nug, brother. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you appreciating it. I showed it for people exactly like you. Hey, Brad, morning to you as well, my friend. I hope that you're well. Hey, prestigious match. Haven't seen you this early in stream like for a long time. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your presence as always, my friend. And hey, Merman as well. Hello, my divine friend from the mountains of North Carolina. Welcome, Mr. Merman. Like, I wanna say to like Lane, Brad, Merman. I don't know your name, prestigious match, but you too, my friend. I really appreciate you, friends, being so loving, being so outreaching. I don't know if that's a word even, but extending yourself in love to me and to allow myself to know that I am loved and I have people that actually care about me. So thank you. Thank you so so much. Like I feel that's all that needs to be said. But yeah, thank you. I really do appreciate every single one of you. You mean so much to me. Where are you from? Country. I'm from South Africa country, my friend. Hello friends. Hey Jovan. Welcome, my divine friend. Good morning, Jovan. Hey, Dan's in the house as well. Hey, Dan. Oh, it's like so nice seeing so many of our friends today. Like right at the start of the stream, it's almost surreal. Like it feels like you were all waiting. Huh? Did you get notifications? I'm very curious. Or were you just like ready for me when I came online? Which even means like it means so much. It still means so much. Like I really do appreciate the effort and the time that we spend here together every single day. I don't take it for granted. I want you to know that as well. Nani? My papers are sticking to each other. Don't like that, but it's aight. It's aight. I just don't want my stickiness, or the sticky part of the paper, I should say, rather, to get destroyed on the other papers that I have to use as well. Hoping you had a better day today. I did. I did, Brad. I took a little bit of a self-care day, or not even self-care, just like a do nothing day, I guess. Well, I didn't do nothing either. Like I can't stand to do nothing. So I was like learning about sacred geometry again today, and it was just fascinating. Sacred geometry, like just geometry in general, is just fascinating. There's so much to it. Like you can really get lost in the topic. So I kind of delved deep in the topic. I'm not quite delving, like done delving, I should say rather. Like I'm gonna go back and probably do a little bit of more studying, if you will. It's so interesting. Like it goes into talking about our DNA and about how we have this potential to activate things within ourselves, evolutionary evolutionary like gifts that we've been developing over millions of years. And you can see in our like fossil records as well how humanity goes through these stages, like we're in one state of consciousness, and then suddenly we kind of like transcend, and you can literally see our biology and stuff change with that state of transcending. And we're going through the same thing again right now. Like a lot of scientists have noticed that the human genome is changing. It's becoming multifaceted, expanding. It is it is really cool. I should be okay actually. Bonk. There we go. Such good vibes coming off of you. Thank you, my friend. I definitely have been manifesting good vibes, I guess, for myself and for our friends today, and I feel that it's definitely paid off. I feel good. I feel we're gonna have some good conversations again today. Hi from Austin, Texas. Welcome, friend. Welcome to South Africa. I really appreciate you being here with me. I'm just I'm just thinking now. I feel like my camera is higher today than it usually is, but it doesn't really matter that much. Morning, everyone. Hey, Pipsy. Hey, Kit Kat Paddywhack, right? Yeah. Hey, my friend. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you, and thank you for the silver, merman. I appreciate you. You giving me gifts, my friend. Morning, Are you always high or just high on life? I'm. I guess you could say I'm high on life, my friend. I only smoke once a day, one joint a day, after 4:20. So it is 1 minute to 4:20 right now for me. So yeah, to answer your question, no, I'm not high all the time or always high, I guess. But I feel high is just a state of mind, right? Chemical can take you just as low. Like there's people, or like me especially sometimes, when you can smoke weed and it can take you to a very dark place as well. Create feelings of anxiety, feelings of fear, lack of security. So like it's not the chemical that's doing it, right? It's your state of mind that is being allowed to elevate. So take what you will from that. I was waiting. You were waiting. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you, Lane. I appreciate you waiting and being here right off the bat. You've been like I think first in stream for most of my streams lately. So I noticed, dude. I do notice, and I do appreciate you. I was waiting, finger on the trigger. So like you, Brad, Merman, and Lane, like you were all just like waiting, like itching, see who can be first, get in the first comments. I look for the stream. Thank you, Brad. I really do appreciate it, my friend. I was refreshing till the stream popped up. You guys are so amazing. Hoe gaan dit? Dit gaan goed, my vriend. Dit gaan goed. Hoe gaan dit is our way of asking how are you? But we don't actually we don't ask how are you. We ask how are things. Hoe gaan dit? So like dit is like one of those like a subject word. Is that how you say it? Like it's a thing. It's not Um, if you want to ask someone how it is with like how they are, you would ask "Hoe gaan dit met jou?" So like that met yo is like with you. So how are things with you is how you ask how are you in Afrikaans. It's such a beautiful language as well. And me and Dan actually had a conversation about this the other day about how we have this like strange sentence structure. And he like said a sentence in German as well. And I was like, yeah, we basically have the exact same sentence structure as the German language has. We say things in a weird way. And then when like I was also extrapolating further, how when I went to China, I tried to learn the Chinese language as well. But it was so, to use Dan's words, a way of like survival communicating, if that makes any sense. You can't actually, like, in my personal opinion, at least how much I knew, I couldn't express the ideas I wanted to express. And it was very frustrating. Very, very frustrating. So I appreciate that I grew up speaking the languages that I do. And I appreciate being able to speak English on its own. Oh, that's where the good vibes are coming from. Yeah, friend. Good vibes are coming from us. We're sharing good vibes. My morning adult Mr. Rogers sesh. I caught a bit of yesterday's stream this morning. I'm really sorry for the hurt you went and are going through. It's okay, my friend. It's okay. I've done a lot of reflection. I've done a lot of thinking about it. I've done a lot of meditating. I've done some meditations. Yeah, I'm coming. I'm coming to realize, and I'm coming to a point where I can accept it. I'm very strict with my mental space, like very very strict, and I don't allow things to fester, and I don't allow things to permeate for longer than they need to. At least in my opinion, for as long as they need to, so that I can learn from them what I'm supposed to learn from them, and then I allow myself to move on, to create new space within myself, so that I may learn new lessons. Right, actively learning new lessons. Never a dull moment. Never a dull moment. Sorry if I'm a little bit distracted. I'll get into the commentary right now as soon as I'm done with this. I feel like it's coming along quite well. It's a little bit of a skinnier one, but I feel like now it's stuffed to the capacity that I want it stuffed to. I wish this thing could actually just like scroll as well. Would be so nice. Meltmore, you handsome human, you are loved. Thank you, Yum Lolly. I really appreciate you saying that so abruptly. You are loved as well, my friend. So, so loved. And I hope every single one of you know that you are loved as well. Like, it's so amazing to me to see this loving community that we've started creating, where we have a space to reach out to each other, and we have a space to actually allow ourselves to be and to feel things and to share ourselves and to share the things that we like. Yeah. Apparently, I don't know if Ryan is here just yet, but apparently Ryan started a new job. I just like caught a glimpse of that on the Discord, but I didn't get to read any messages as I was setting up my stream. I wanna have a chat with him about that actually as well. I'm very happy for you, my friend, if you are here. You read the first book of Sacred Geometry. I'm working on the second right now. I wasn't actually reading the book. I was watching a spirit science video, the 1 hour and 44 minute one. Sitting down and watching a video that long is usually something that I don't allow myself to do. But I feel for what it is I'm trying to learn, it's necessary and it's beneficial. Oh, some of my butt is popping out. Like it has that little middle piece that's kind of stuck, so it's like the top is off, but this piece is being a little bit of a nuisance inside. Hey, good to catch you live again. I won't be able to stick around till the end. I'm glad to see you're doing better. Much love. Thank you, Gergen. I really appreciate you being here again today, my friend. You don't have to stay until the end. Thank you for sharing the space with us right now and in this moment. Focuses my daily in a positive direction. Focuses my day in a positive direction. Good. Fantastic, friend. That is literally the one thing that we do have power over, and I feel we are actively doing it. We are actively doing it. What do you do for work? I work on myself, friend, right now. Right now, more than anything, I'm working on myself. Expanding brain meme. Yeah. This is, yeah, yeah, definitely. Bog brain. I meant big, but bog works. The big brain things, dude. Love you, brother. Today, I started my new job at a hardware store. There we go. Actually, Ryan told me in stream as well. I'm so happy for you, my friend. I hope that they treat you the way that you're supposed to be treated. I hope that you make amazing friends with your colleagues. I'm just sending you so much love and light, my friend. I'm so happy for you. Doing good. How about you? I think Lane is doing pretty good as well. At least I hope so. How are you doing, Lane? I'm probably gonna read your message. I'm actually feeling great today. First day in a while that I'm not exhausted. You see, like intuitively I knew. I'm so happy to hear that, Lane. My internet sucks. It's I. Hello from Mozambique. I never expected a friend from Mozambique to actually be watching as well. Welcome, friend. Hello to you as well. Hit that hitter. I'll hit it soon enough, my friend. I'll hit it soon enough. Mm, fat facts? Oh, you mean fat facts? uh, and thank you for your great response to my YouTube comment. Thank you for your great message, my friend. Yeah, like you even apologized for sending a long one as you did, and I was like, just reading through your message, just being so thankful that you did send such a big, heart pouring message, and I really do appreciate it more than you know, my friend. I need to start commenting first. You wanna be the fastest in the YouTube? TT used to be the guy, like the one guy that would like go first, but I haven't seen him in the comments in a while. So the what do you call it? The title is up for grabs. There we go. How are thou? Thou is good, my friend. Thank you, friend. Morning, friends. Morning to you, Toasty the Mosty. I appreciate you being here, my friend. There was just like a weird, like a purplish wasp being curious about the streaming setup. Commenting first, that is. Loving the vibe up in here, melty friends. Yeah, I really do love the vibe as well. It feels like we're definitely vibing. If anything, we're just vibing. Purely transactional communication. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Thank you, Dan. Thank you for reminding me again. That's exactly what it was. Like, and I felt it was almost like that for my entire time in China. Not only with, like, even though some people could speak English and they would speak English to me, the circumstances and the situations that I ended up getting into was also in a way transactional. Like, I was always serving a purpose, and then after the purpose was served, it was like kind of cut off. Yeah, yeah. Like, China was a whole experience of its own. Jawa, Lane, Merman, and yeah, Toasty, we're all here, my friend. Like, it's got a vibe. Your name is making me hungry. Do you have a criminal record? Fortunately, I do not, my friend. Fortunately, I do not. I am. I walk the straight and narrow, as they say, right? I've been a good boy my whole life. Also, I don't know why I didn't remember this until now, but I made a video game with my friend for one of my classes last year about a toast we called Toasty. I have to tell you guys about it on the Discord. That sounds amazing, actually, Lane. Like, and it's so cool that you're making games, dude, in a high school. Like, that is awesome. I'm so actually like impressed by that. Please do tell us about it in the Discord. Like, send us some photos of Toasty. I'm really curious. Awesome explanation and good advice. Thank you, friend. Melt, how are you feeling today, buddy? I'm feeling a lot better, friend. I'm feeling a lot better. I feel yesterday was very necessary. I had to pour myself completely out, and I don't want to say I'm empty today, but I feel like those painful emotions. Uh, like let's say the painful emotions were like waves, right? These waves of things that was like flushing over me, and today I feel like the ocean is stable or calm. I think is a better word as well. Hey guys, love you all and hope you're having a wonderful day. I love pea plants. Thank you, friend. I love you as well, and I hope you also have a wonderful day. Fire that doobie up. Okay, since you asked me to, I definitely will. But let me actually think about an intent for why it is I'm smoking today. Like, what is it I want to feel? What is it I want to learn? What is it I want to invite into my field of consciousness? Yesterday was understanding, and I feel like it definitely helped me too. So acceptance. Yeah. Today I'm smoking for acceptance. Cheers to that, my friends. To acceptance. Ooh. This tastes a lot different than the lemon haze usually tasted. Okay. Very welcome surprise to acceptance, my friend. Have you learned to stop smoking pot on our pan? No, friend. I guess I have not. I've not smoked on our pan. This is the U show. And everything goes on the U show, so fortunately. Don't stuff the J, tap it. I did tap it, friend. I tap it for all of the way, and then like the last bit on top, if you tap it still there, it like kind of just goes flying out because of the momentum. So by the end of it, I stuff it. Don't worry. Still smoking on the lemon haze, friend. When will you move on to the next strain you are growing? So my plants are just budding now. It's only just getting cold. So it's probably going to be like a solid month, month and a half. No, even more sometimes. It's still going to be a while, but I'm completely fine with it. I'm completely relaxed. I'm waiting for these things to happen as they should, like as they should and as they're supposed to. Not rushing, not having any sense of urgency, right? But I am looking forward to it, nonetheless. Oh, that's so cute, Lane. You'll have to show me your character. I'm also really curious. Sub from Ethiopia. Hello, my friend. Welcome to South Africa. How's Ethiopia doing? I hope that you're well. I hope that your country is prospering and that you're safe and that you're healthy, my friend. Um, Greetings from Amsterdam. Greetings to you, my friend. I still have the files. I should show you guys. My bud should be in stream. I sent him the stream link. That is really cool. So maybe that's why you remembered. Like he was probably in your field of consciousness with you, reading the Toasty the Mosty name as a like a user, and then the divine inspiration came to you and you remembered Toasty. Congratulations and good luck. Yeah, definitely, Ryan. Please, good luck, my friend. I hope to see you a little bit later. I don't think you're in stream anymore. The Toasty game was awesome, no joke. I don't have the files anymore because the system files had reset. Lane should have the music files though. Oh no! I hope we can see Toasty. You're probably Lane's friend, right? D specialist. I hope that you can find just like a remnant of what Toasty used to look like. Did you have to make your own sprites and stuff? I'm really curious. Where are you in the world? South Africa, my friend. I'm in South Africa. Hope you're having a good day. I'm just starting mine. I know you're just starting yours, friend. And I feel it was something I was hesitant about because I was like, oh, like I want to stream during this time of my day, but I don't know if people are going to be willing to watch because it's their morning hours, yada, yada, yada. And now I feel I'm actually happy about it being morning hours because now in this case, I feel I can share this happy space, this positive energy with all of you, my friends, and then you can go into your day and hopefully share this positive energy that we're festering and manifesting and cultivating and expressing in these streams. I think I had some picture files in my Google Drive. Good, Lane. I'm very happy to hear that. That shirt's fresh, bro. Thank you. Thank you. It's very soft as well. I do like it. It's comfortable. It's like, well, I got myself a bunch of shirts, and I have to. So, like when I went to China, I was wearing mediums. When I came back from China, I was wearing XLs, and it was such a weird adjustment to me. Like I didn't get that fat. I did get a little bit fat, but I didn't get that fat. And so I bought myself a bunch of like XL and like between large and XL shirts. And now some of them are already getting small. And I'm like, no, no, I don't want to buy new shirts again. You have never been high enough until you have smoked on Shashmeme, Ethiopia, Salasi Kush. That sounds crazy, friend. I feel like you might be right. Essay, spot on. I really hope so. I'm gonna remake it in Python or Java sometime. That would be really cool. You wanna like test your skills, D specialist. You wanna see if you've gotten any better. Uh, Watch me. We will, friend. We'll ask Lane about your project. Uh, Hello, and thank you for the one up. I appreciate it, Dan. Hello to you as well. Just shoot it. Don't just shoot it, my friend. Don't. But hello to you as well. Not a fan of. Yeah, I don't think it's a great compound. It's a little bit dissociative. Um, Gabe, take my energy. I'll take your energy. Absolutely, Lane. Thank you for sending me your energy. How are you? I'm really good, friend. Really good. I'm learning. I'm growing. I'm allowing myself to accept that I'm on the right path as well. I feel self doubt is a very big part of all of our lives for a lot of it. And it's an illusion. It's a lie we tell ourselves. It's never true. And it's something that's like been identified as like resistance. And resistance is kind of this like force inside of us that kind of stops us from achieving everything we want to achieve as fast as we could achieve them, if that makes any sense. So we need a little bit of this resistance so that when we actually achieve the things that we're supposed to achieve, we gain more satisfaction out of it. So yeah. Jesus loves you. I know, friend. He loves you as well. Calm seas and we sailing. Watch out, fam. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. We're making tracks or waves. Technically, we're making waves, Dan. We're on our way somewhere. Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate you still being here. Oh, the love train. I like that as well. Gotta peace out. See you guys on the Discord. It's okay, Lane. Thank you for being here for as long as you were, my friend. Good morning, Mariah. Good morning, my friend. Thank you for being here with us. How was your time in China, aside from your terrible boss? So, let me maybe like get a little bit into a China story, if that is what you want, my friends. So like the whole thing kind of happened because of a girl I met while I was still doing modeling, and uh, so she was wearing this sunflower dress. So she had like this just this big sunflower on her, and she was gorgeous. And I was like, I really love your dress. You really do embody the sunflower, or something like that. I told her, and she was like, "Oh, that's so sweet." Started having a conversation, exchanged numbers, like had a chat with her for such a long time, and like started falling for her. And then I was like, I'm very open about my emotions as well, so I communicated that to her. And then she was like, I feel the same way, but and I was like, oh, come on, here's the bud, come on. I'm going to China soon. I was like, okay, so not exactly the butt I was expecting, but I guess that's a button its own, right? Going to China makes it a little bit difficult. So she ends up going to China, and we stay in contact, kind of, but not like close, if that makes any sense. And one day, like, we start chatting again. She asks me about how I'm doing, and I like basically open up to her about my job and our job. Like, I used to be a salesman, and it went from a sales structure to a services structure, where instead of me selling whole setups, I was selling the service of keeping setups in Tustand, in shape, in working order, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, so basically commissions were no more, and I was like, okay, something needs to change. So I told her this, and she was like, oh, okay, I can get you a job in China, she tells me. I'm like, okay, that sounds sick. Like 3 months passed. I lose, like, not lose my job, I quit my job. Like, it was a mutual agreement that I was going to leave, because like, since our company didn't need a salesman anymore, like, my job was kind of null and void as well. So it was like a weird area of, like, we were like tiptoeing around it, but went out of each like went out of business, or whatever you want to call it, in a happy way. Like, no resentment, no hard feelings. And yeah, then I was like without a salary for 3 months, and I like crashed on the couch with my friends, and it was very brutal. Like, it was pretty brutal. And then during this time, I'm telling people that I can go to China soon, and they're like, oh, okay, sure, yeah, you're gonna go to China, right? And then I do, and I get there, and I'm like absolutely ecstatic to be there. And it started off very very positively, but it was a little bit awkward, because the this girl that helped me get to China, she really sold me to the point where her boss assumed that we were in a relationship with each other. So like, the first day that I got to China, he just like kind of checks me into her house, and like, she has one bed. And yeah, like, I was attracted to her, and the initial reason I talked to her was because I wanted a relationship. So I was like not opposed to it. I was like yikes, but I wasn't like, this is the end of the world, just to give you some context. And I think the same thing happened. She expected me to change in ways that I was not willing to. Um, I expected her to change as well, to be completely honest, in ways that I felt was necessary. Like, she was a complaining person. Like, oh, this person is saying this. Like, this thing is happening. Da 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 da. I don't like to complain. And now I'm complaining about not complaining, which is ironic, I know. But I feel if you're going to complain about something, you also have to have like a step, right? Like, okay, no, 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 is problem. Maybe we can do this to fix problem, right? Like, that is how I think, like, it should be constructive. If it's like a continual thing, and you're like invoking these emotions within yourself over and over again, then I don't see it as healthy or beneficial. So basically, uh, that kind of ended. Um, Me and her being chummy with each other, if you will, and I got my own place, and I had to roommate with uh, a smoker. So like, I know I'm smoking right now, but cigarettes like kill me. I've never smoked a whole cigarette in my entire life. The few times I have, it was absolutely horrendous, and the smoke as well, like especially the secondhand smoke, particularly irks me, especially when someone is smoking inside of the house. So yeah, I basically moved into a place where she was smoking inside of the house, and she had a balcony area as well to smoke and stuff. So it wasn't that much to expect of her. My mom was coming back home, and basically, like, some time passes. It's my birthday, and it's my 21st birthday. So you know how you like see the 21st birthday so glorified on movies and in life in general. And I'm like alone at home. I have a mango cream cake. It's like mango pieces with like a cream, like icing, and just like normal vanilla sponge cake. And I'm eating this cake alone on my couch with a spork, and I'm just like really feeling sorry for myself. And I'm like just like, oh, boo hoo me, alone on your 21st birthday eating cake with a spork. You know how you can like really beat yourself up. And like she walks into the apartment and she goes and sits. So we had like a big living room, and then her room was here, the balcony was here, and my room was here, and then there was like a table here. So like literally a meter and a half away from my room door, and like a meter and a half away from my face as well, I guess, because my couch was just next to my room, the living room couch. And I was sitting on the couch eating this cake, and she walks into the apartment, and she sits down and she starts smoking inside of the house again. And like I already had this like thing in the back of my head about, oh, China's polluted air, yada yada yada, and I felt like my home was a little bit of a safe space where I could actually just breathe air. And then her starting to smoke inside of the house, and I was just like, can you please? And I was very respectful. I was like, can you please not smoke inside of the house? We do have a balcony, and you do have a room of your own as well. Like if you want to smoke inside, just smoke inside your room, right? And she told me, I've been smoking in this house since before you're here. I'm gonna continue smoking even after you leave, or something like that. And I was like, oh, it's gonna be like that. And that's kind of where like all of the nonsense really started, because I was very passive aggressive, and I was like, I listen to music when I shower, and I also wake up pretty early. So yeah, the first morning, like the next morning, I was like showering, and I was just pumping music, like Cytrons, like dancing in the shower, washing my hair, and suddenly I hear like this beating on the bathroom door, and she's like screaming at me and telling me to turn off that devil music or whatever, or something like that. Satan's music, devil's music, yeah, basically. And I'm like, I open the door and I tell her, I've been listening to music when I shower since before I moved here. I'm going to listen to music in the shower after I leave as well, until after I leave as well. Like that's the gist of it. And then she like clicked what was going on, and then she just lost her mind as well. And we were like trying to get myself a new apartment, and it never happened. And it escalated to her throwing me with things and like actually assaulting me. And like during that time, I just like went completely. The Afrikaans word is bot. It's like, um, it's not, is it stern? Stone. Like just went completely numb, and didn't lift, like literally not even lift my hands, because I knew that if I was going to allow myself to feed into that rage, it was not going to be something that was good for me or for her. So like I was adamant about getting out of there. So because the night she assaulted me, and I was like, I can't do this anymore. This chick's crazy. Like I literally felt like she was gonna stab me in my sleep. Like that. Like that's how crazy she was in her expression of what she did, and she continued to smoke inside of the house as well. Oh, it made me crazy. Anyway, and so I had to move into my boss's house, and I like slept on his son's bed for like a month. And I'm like, during this time, it's driving me insane as well because, like, sure, my boss is providing for me, I guess, and letting me sleep in his house, but like he should be providing an apartment instead. Like that was my mindset at the moment. And I really during that time of my life got into meditation because I felt like that was the only thing that gave me a little bit of sanity, uh, like especially with the amount of chaos that was going on around me. So yeah, like there was this building of like circumstances. I was starting to see patterns. Let me just say that I was starting to see patterns. So eventually, I get moved back to the apartment I was living in before, and this chick moved out. Fortunately, like I'm just telling you everything now, and I had like this broken sink where like the piping didn't work, so I had to like when I was washing dishes and stuff, I had to drain all of the water into a big bucket, then carry the bucket over to my bathroom, and then empty the bucket there. And it also like it's not what I want to be doing. Like it discouraged me to the point where I didn't want to make anything dirty in the house. So I was like chronically ordering like fast food because I didn't want to cook for myself. So like it was just like infuriating. That's the word. And I was asking for it to be fixed and asking for it to be fixed, and they didn't fix it for 6 months. And hello, mama, leave mama, and yeah, for like 6 months. And by the end of it, I got so frustrated because on top of all of this, hello sissy. On top of all of this, I also got information that I was being underpaid by like $600 a month, which was just absurd. I was like, what? What? So I found a new job, moved to Shanghai, uh, and then I worked for like 15 days, and then it was the middle of an epidemic. COVID struck, and it was hectic. Spent 5 months like completely alone, not seeing another person, not being able to communicate. In my little room, still doing online classes and not getting paid for the work I was doing as well. Um, yeah, so like for weeks I would not eat anything because I was like, oh, I'm fasting. I was like pretty chunky at that point, so I kind of saw it as like a silver lining. My optimistic or positive brain was like, this is good. You don't need to eat. 2 weeks of not eating is gonna do you a lot of good in weight loss. And I was telling myself these things, but just to like keep myself sane. And then I started journaling as well during that time, and it also gave me another outlet to just have someone to talk to, even if it's to myself, and just to get like these thoughts and emotions out of me. And yeah, basically spent another few months there. Couldn't leave because of COVID. No planes were flying out or being received. Yeah, it was hectic, my friend. Like there's so much more I can go into talking about it, but I feel I've had my fill. I've had my fill. I've learned so much. I started writing my book. I started my YouTube channel. I learned how to play an instrument. I made enough money to set myself up with the technology that I need to do what it is I'm doing right now. So yeah, everything in divine order, my friend. Everything exactly as it should have been. And if someone told me like here's an undo button, you never have to do China, I would be like, nah, I'll still do China because I learned a lot from that. Good morning, Melt. I was dancing with you last hours ago. Just hours ago, I really brought light to my night/morning. Thank you, friend. Oh, I'm so far behind on comments now again. Thank you for dancing with me. I really appreciate it. You make my mornings better and more relaxing before work. Thank you, friend. I'm so happy to hear that. That is exactly what I want to do. It makes me happy to hear that that is what I'm doing for you. Good morning, everybody in chat. Good morning to you as well, my friend. Bye, guys. Can't stay today. I'll watch the rest on YouTube. See you later on Discord. Peace and love to you, my friend. Thank you for watching on YouTube. For how long were you in China? For a year and 4 months, my friend. What time is it out there? It is 4 minutes to 5. Hey, Viking. um, do you code? I used to. I used to code in high school, but I felt it was also not for me. Didn't bring my sole purpose. Hello, Mel. I feel like I've missed a lot. How are you today? Yeah, you have missed quite a lot. It's okay. You can always catch up on the YouTube, but it's been good, friend. I'm good today, at least. I'm very fortunate to say. Oh heck yes, let us dance. Yes, absolutely, friend. I look forward to seeing you in the dancing streams. Thank you for the love. I really appreciate it. I'm so glad to see you're doing well today, friend. I take a lot of joy from your streams. You have a beautiful spirit. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for sharing the space with me. Thank you for opening space in your consciousness for me. We are these Taurus energies, right? And we're expanding. And when our expanded fields of consciousness, that can be seen as a big Taurus, right? Like the donut shape, feeding into itself and having a center point. So not exactly a donut, but anyway, I digress. That's the word. As you extend your field of consciousness to someone else and you meet each other, like there is energy exchange happening between you and that other person, and it creates power, it creates love, it creates something that we can both revel in and both enjoy and both benefit from. And it makes me so happy that we have that power within us. I'm not surprised at all that you were modeling well. That wasn't the point. That wasn't the point, Lindsay. But thank you. I really appreciate it. I hate to leave now, but I have to catch up on schoolwork. Thank you for showing interest in Toasty. I will remake it, and I'll be joining the Discord server to give you all more context slash details. Have a good 24 hours, everyone. Thank you. The specialist. I appreciate you, friend. You're one of Lane's friends. I'm assuming you're already gone, but I appreciate having you today, my friend. It was nice sharing a space with you as well. Hey Ben, good morning, afternoon, party people. Good morning, Ben. How are you, my friend? I hope that you're well. Hope that you're healthy. Do tell me what's going on in your life, my friend. Smoker's mantra. Huh? What do you mean, smoker's mantra, my friend? I'm glad you got out of there, man. Yeah, me too. Me too. Like I feel I've I was just like searching my consciousness to feel if the thing I want to say is actually true, but I can't say that it's true. I've never in my entire life have been more relieved to be away from a place as I was with China. So just to give you an idea. Stoic the word. Stoic the word? What do you mean, Kid Quap? I don't understand, my friend. Holy cow, what an adventure. Thanks for sharing. Thank you for listening, my friend. Like there's a lot more to the story. Maybe I'll tell a little bit more to the story. So, while I was like working for this woman that was not paying me, um, my visa, my like residency permit, I should say rather, was also expiring because it was going to expire in April, but because of COVID, uh, there was no planes leaving the country in April. So I basically was like stuck, and then the government like issued this blanket statement or all-encompassing statement of all foreigners who have expiring visas get an automatic 2 month extension on their visas, just to give them a little bit more time to wait for things to clear up and for flights to become available again. And I was like not too stressed about it. I was like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna have to stay 2 extra months. Maybe I can make some extra money, which I didn't. But I was like thinking in positives, as I tend to do. And basically, at the end of like the 5 months, no, no, 6 months I spent in Shanghai. For 5 months of it, I was in lockdown. I got moved to another city again, Yangzhou. The city is called. I don't know if any of you know any Chinese cities, but that city is called Yangzhou. And I went to Yangzhou, and I was teaching at a school again. And I was like teaching for I think a week, like literally only like 7 days, like 5 days actually. And like there's these men with police like uniforms walking into the room, and they have like a camera that they're pointing at me, and they're like asking me where your passport, where your passport, and I go in. I tell them that my the school, they were like they had my passport because they had to like do something with my documentation or whatever, and I basically have to go to like a they like take me, they literally take me by the arm, take me to the police van, uh, drive me off to like a police station. They make me take off my shoes, make me take out my hairband, make me take off my watch. I had to give them my phone, I had to give them my passport, I had to give them my house keys. They took everything, and they put it in like this lockbox. And I was just like watching these things unfold in front of me, and I was like, "Ew!" I just had a flashback of when I was in that like just cold office, just looking at these police officers, and they were like talking amongst each other and like looking back at me, and then talking amongst each other and looking back, and I didn't understand them, and I was just terrified about what they might be saying. And then I got interrogated for like 6 hours. It was hectic. They offered me cigarettes. That's actually the first time I ever like smoked a cigarette, and it was because I was just so stressed in that situation. They did offer me cigarettes and like things to eat and things to drink, like literally just food and water, to keep me, I guess, in my human rights or whatever. And I was losing my mind. Um, and basically, they tell me in this like interrogation that the reason I'm being interrogated right now is because I've been an illegal immigrant or an illegal foreigner in their country for the last 6 months. And I'm like, Nani? What do you mean? I have this sticker in my booklet, of my passport booklet, that tells me I can stay in this country at least until April, the 16th of April to be exact. And they're like, "Oh yeah, it's in your passport, but it's not on the system." So my ex-employer went and canceled my residency permit, so I wasn't allowed to stay in the country anymore. And yeah, they were like, "We'll let you off. We'll let you go home." But they like had police people like stationed outside of my apartment, and we're keeping your passport, and then we'll give you a conclusion, or what's the other word? A verdict, I guess, is another word as well, about what's going to happen. And I like spend a month, literally make me wait a month inside my apartment. I think for that month I maybe wore actual clothes like for 5 days. The rest of it I was so depressed. I was just like in a boxer, and I had like a bathrobe over me. And I was just living in that bathrobe basically. Like just I was not in a good state of mind. My mind was like killing me because I was like, what is going to happen? I was just like, my mind was just reeling with the idea of I was going to jail, and I was going to be spending time in a Chinese jail, especially with the police cars like stationed outside and they're like watching me. So during this time, my friend bought me the Witcher 3 game, and I just started playing that, and I spent so much time. I like played I think 120 hours during that month of The Witcher, and it was like the one thing that I think kept me sane during that time, just being able to go and kill monsters and save the common folk, you know. And it has an amazing, like a beautiful story as well. So it's like I highly recommend if you like games and you haven't played The Witcher 3, definitely a good game to play. So doing that, and then like after a month, they like invite me back to the police station, and as I walk into their office, the office that they take me to, I see my passport on the table, and instantly I have this like sigh of relief because I realize, oh, okay, at least they have my passport here. If it was like already somewhere in a box, that means I'm going to a box myself. That was like my mindset. And they basically tell me that I'm just gonna have to pay a fine, and that they'll leave me with a warning, and that I have to get a plan to get out of the country as soon as there's flights available, because that was the biggest problem. There weren't flights available. So fortunately, I think if it wasn't for that, I would have been in a lot more trouble. Like literally, if it wasn't for that, I might have like actually gone to jail. But because of COVID and because of the flights being so hectic, they were like lenient. But I still had to pay a 15,000 RMB fine. So about like I'm trying to convert it to rands and then to dollars. It's like $2,600 fine. Yeah, it was painful. It was so painful. But I saw it as like me buying my passport back, so I was like, fuck. You can take anything. I just want to be able to leave the country at the end of the day. So yeah, had to do that. Had missions getting like a temporary residency visa, or uh, it's something like that. So you get like a month extension. And for the entire August, like this happened at the end of June. I paid for my passport and got it back. And then the entire August, I was like going through this limbo of not having any paperwork on my passport, and also having been arrested for not having paperwork on my passport. So I was going a little bit crazy knowing that, and feeling like if another policeman asked me to see my paperwork, I was actually going to jail, because that then it was my second offense or whatever. And fortunately, I got a temporary visa, but I had to go back to Yangzhou. So this is like me traveling back and forth between two cities and two different states, so I can actually get my paperwork, because I wasn't allowed to get it in Shanghai. And then I get it like at the end of August. I get my paperwork, and it like extends my time to stay in China until the 3rd of September. And I was like trying to get flights, so I had to get a repatriate flight back to South Africa. And I was like booking a flight for, or not booking a flight, getting on a list for a flight for the 23rd of August. And then like on the 20th of August, they canceled my flight. And yeah, I had like 13 days to be out of the country, and they were like, it looked like they were not giving me any extra extensions. Fortunately, another flight came up for the 26th, and that was 12,000 RMB fine. So, hear me saying fine, flight ticket. For like normal economy class, it was 12,000 RMB. That is about $2,000. No, like $1,800 for a one-way flight. Like literally three times what I was supposed to pay. And I was like, okay, fine. I need to get out of the country. Took a flight to like this external city in China, which also was terrifying. And then after I got on that flight and I landed there, as soon as we got on that flight to leave China, I was I was like in a state of disbelief almost. I'm very, very grateful to be back. And I feel that's about as much of the story as I'll ever tell. Mm. Ooh, that had to be rough. Things are rough, friend. Sometimes things are rough, but it's okay. Dude, your commitment and motivation are astonishing. You inspire me. You inspire me, my friend. Like literally, things like that. That is so inspiring to me. I hope to inspire my friend, because I've been inspired a lot in my life as well. Whoa, you were on COVID ground zero. Yes. Oh, that's the rough thing. Yeah, I was, Mariah. I was. And that was also like absolutely terrifying me. And because of that, I was even less prone to communicate and to actually reach out to people, because not only could I not speak their language, but now there was COVID as well, and I was living in one of the most populated cities in the world. So I was like, my mind was just reeling constantly. It was not good. Someday we will have beer, and you'll tell me the whole China story. Yes, I will, Dan. I feel there's a lot I'm not telling because it's too crazy, but yeah, I will. You're not too behind, brother. I'm not, actually. I'm not. You're right, friend. Can I message you after stream? Sure, friend. Feel free. Doggo. You saw a doggo in the background? My cat's right there. But the dogs are probably up front. When my parents come home, they usually get like snacks and stuff. So they stick around. Good morning from Tennessee. Glad to see you in higher spirits today. Thank you, friend. I'm happy to be in higher spirits today. We're getting our first set of little baby eggs from our hens. So that's so exciting stuff here. That is cool, Ben. I'm so happy. I don't know if you were here for the day I told the story about me having hens of my own and them also laying eggs. And yeah, I'm happy for you, my friend. I know that excitement, and I'm happy to see your baby chicks. Good morning, everyone. I'm glad you're doing better today, friend. Thought about you a lot yesterday, constantly sending the good vibes your way. Happy to start another morning with you. I felt every little inkling of vibration sent my way, my friend, and I got a lot. So much love from you, my friend. So much love. And I really do appreciate that. I really do. Like every single bit of it. Thank you so much. Hmm. Did you get over that chick yet? Don't cry, dude. I'm not crying anymore, my friend, fortunately. And it's not getting over, friend. It's never getting over. That's the thing that hurts you. It's the the feeling of it being lost. That's what you're hurt about. It's not, you don't get over anyone. Like they were still a part of your life, and you did love them, and that's always going to be true. Gotta get ready for the day. Sending you all tons and tons of love. Hope you have a great day. Night, folks. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. I hope that you have a good one as well. Sending you love. Stoic is when he was yelling at you and you didn't want to let the anger you felt consume you. Oh, when she was yelling. She wasn't yelling. She was punching me. She was like beating her fists against me, and yeah. Like I can handle screaming. My mom used to scream a lot. She definitely cut down on it. But yeah, so screaming has never been a problem for me. But yeah, the assaulting me, that was a little bit of a problem. Wow, that's scary. I would have thought they were gonna disappear me. Yeah, yeah. There's more to that story, friend. I thought a few times I was gonna get disappeared. China scares me, the government that is. It's just the control the government has over their people, dude, and over the social media and everything in between, dude. It's a little bit, yeah. Rillings is the Afrikaans word. Like when you get these hairs sticking up on your neck, you get the rillings. It's like, oh, sounds worse than being arrested in the USA. Actually, like honestly, I was treated with human respect, if that makes any sense. So, like, I don't know what the vibe is like when you go to the U.S. prisons or get arrested. Like, surely they don't offer you cigarettes, but they were not trying to harm me. They were expecting me to participate, or not participate, to comply. That's the word, and I did. So I think because of that, there was a mutual understanding of what was going on, and I was respectful of that. And I feel because of that, they were respectful towards me as well. And I feel the same probably applies in the US as well. I don't think I'll ever visit China personally. Like, I don't want to say anything judgmental or negative about China, but I can say I support your decision not to. If I got taken in by a foreign authority, I would just let pull the "I'm an American" card. Works every time. I'm American. Yeah, you just say that and they shake. They're like, oh no, this guy has military forces behind him. I dream of one day traveling all over China once things start going back to somewhat normal. If you're going to do it like in an explorative way and because you want to see beauty, then you're doing it for the right reasons as well. But I don't think I did it for the right reasons. Like one, I can't, and I still can't, but I couldn't really afford to actually go and just travel wherever I wanted to and see beautiful things in China. I was going to China because I needed employment. So yeah, because of that, it's like obviously going to be a much different experience than going there to go and see the beauty. So because of that intent, that I do completely support as well. They did give us Lao Tzu. Yeah, they did exactly, and Lao Tzu had some wisdom as well. I got mosquito bitten. Man, why you gotta be so rude, mosquitoes? What a great experience for you to be able to look back on when appreciating what you have now. Beautiful. Yeah, literally, friend. Like, I had like bouts of gratefulness to the point where I was just bursting out of tears, like bursting out in tears, like sitting on that rock and just crying my eyes out, dude. Being so thankful and so grateful just to be here, just to just to be here, just to be. Whoa! I've never seen a bug like this. I don't think you'll be able to see it. It's like skin toned even. But yeah, be free little bug. He has a little exoskeleton, so he can handle some force. Yeah, just being able to be here, my friend, and knowing that I'm actually safe. I think more so than anything, just that feeling of knowing I'm safe and I'm okay now. I don't have to worry about my papers. I don't have to worry about doing some or saying something I'm not supposed to. I don't worry because I had to like have a VPN as well just to be able to use WhatsApp and Google, like, and YouTube. Like, I couldn't do any of these things, and you technically had to use illegal means, VPNs, in order, like, illegal in China, to actually access the internet. And I had like a layer of like fear of that as well. Just happy to be safe and sound, my friend. And if you're safe and sound right now, like I feel it's very hard to appreciate to the extent that you can, unless you've experienced what the opposite of that feels like. But yeah, we should be thankful, my friends. We have a lot to be grateful for. The synchronicity of life and light is indescribable. It is. It is, friend. It's because well, it is actually a little bit describable. It follows sacred geometry in patterns, dude. Like especially the flower of life. Like you can extrapolate so much information from that. And the idea is that if there is like source in infinite space, or God in infinite space, or spirit in infinite space, the first thing that entity, that being would do is create a sphere of space around it, of which it can become aware. And then, because source and spirit and God or whatever is perfect, it moves in a 90-degree line exactly above it. And then it creates a new sphere. And then it continues to do that. And when you do that six times, you create the first flower, like these flower petals. And then if you continue to extrapolate that, you get the fruits of life, and you get all of the platonic solids, and you get you just get like so much information. And it's an information system that has been repeated and known in human history and in past cultures as well, which is the trippiest part about it. Like, past cultures were really intuitive about the flower of life, and they knew about it. And it feels like it's knowledge forgotten. And humanity is now going through another one of these metamorphosize, like metamorphoses. We're metamorphosizing. I don't even know how to say it, but we're changing. We're growing. We're developing into something more, and you can see it in our biological history as well. You can see it in our DNA, and yeah, cycles, cycles and spirals, and sine waves. Our universe is vibration, and it follows these rules, and it's beautiful. So it's kind of describable, but it's indescribably beautiful, my friend. Hello, Melt. I'm happy to join you now. Thank you for joining me now, my friend. Um, I'm trying to remember your name on YouTube because I feel it might be you. Maybe my spirit is like feeling it inaccurately, but I feel it's you. You know I need to say it, right? Need to say what, my friend? Right on toasty. A good to firm bottom to spring uh, forth from smoking in a Chinese jail. No, now this. I feel we get to experience so many different facets of creation, and it's all beautiful and it's all necessary. Hey Justin, stopping by to say a quick hi, friends. Now back to work. Thank you for coming and saying hi, my friend. Just in time. There we go. Well done. Toasted the most. And thank you for the helpful, Lindsay. I appreciate it. Golden helpful. So shiny. Whoa. I had a little dance party in my living room yesterday that you definitely inspired. Good friend. Dancing is so good for us, and our human bodies are so equipped and so good actually at dancing. So I'd highly encourage that for all of you actually, just to like do a little bit of a jiggle. Americans call it the heebie-jeebies. Yes, the heebie-jeebies indeed, my friend. Hope everyone has a great day. I'm out. Peace and love. Thank you for being here as long as you were, Brad. Peace and love to you as well, my friend. Getting to work. Bye, Mr. Moore and Melt More fam. Thank you, Ben, for being here as long as you were. And thank you for being responsible with your work. I appreciate that as well. That is beautiful to me to see. Later, Brad. Lekker, bro. Hey, Oni. Onini? Is your naam Onini? Gaan we met jou? Oh. Do you have breathwork you follow daily? I've been researching meditation techniques. My monkey brain go brr though. Yeah, monkey brain go brr. So the idea behind breathwork exercises is that you're just becoming very aware of your breath. And I think the most important thing to master first and foremost is just being able to breathe very deeply and exhale very slowly. And then while you're doing this, you tell yourself like positive, affirming things like, I am love, I am loved, I am loving, I accept love, I am love, I am the expression of love. And you basically just become very aware of your breathing, and then in becoming aware of your breathing and in your thoughts, you basically seduce your left brain, and you kind of give your left brain something to hold on to and attach to. And then when you do that, you can kind of allow your hemispheres to sync up, so hemisync. And in a hemisync state, your left brain and your right brain are completely balanced in their power ratios, where it's usually like a 90% 10% thing. Our right brains, or the feminine sides of our brains, are very dormant in day-to-day life, and it's not how it should be. It's duality. So when you allow your brain to work together and to completely flow with information, uh, it's a very profound thing, and breathwork is something that can lead you to that. So I don't know if that was any good advice, but at least that's how I've experienced it. Perhaps you could travel and teach English in Korea, the South that is. With your amazing background in Asian culture, you will find it certainly easier than most. I did consider that as well, my friend. But I feel I have gained the information or the lessons or the experience that I needed from teaching in Asia. So I don't feel, I feel I've not moved past that point in my life, but I feel like it was uh, a step in my life, and I feel like I've already taken that step, if that makes any sense. Boat to head on my run, about to head on my run, I guess. So good to see all of you, mad love. Thank you, Dan. Thank you for being here as long as you were, my friend. I appreciate your presence as always. Enjoy your run. How do you feel sacred geometry differs from tarot? From the outside, it looks like they fulfill the same purpose. So, for me personally, tarot is like, I feel a lot more like worldly. And I hate to say this, but that is how I feel about it. I feel it's a little bit more worldly, and it kind of brings it back to like things that we're scared of as human beings. Like I feel like a lot of tarot has a little bit of like a fear-inducing thing, and that's not what I'm about. So sacred geometry is basically these fundamental rules by which things actually just develop in our universe. So the flower of life, the platonic solids, spirals, and just basically everything in between. Everything you can extrapolate from those pieces of information. So your DNA being mosquitoes. Man, I don't want to get eaten. Anyway, so your DNA and like it's basically just cards that are or like has a basis of sacred geometry on the canvas, and then this amazing artist. I think her name is something Hart, Clarine Hart. I feel bad for not remembering her name, but I have her cards, and they're like beautifully done. And basically, the gist of it is that it has these sacred geometry elements to our world and to our universe and how it's created and how it expresses itself in frequency. And then pulling those cards, you're basically, in my opinion, instead of thinking of these worldly things, you're connecting yourself with more primordial sources, and you're letting your soul call out to these primordial sources, be it a platonic solid that you can identify with, be it the flower of life, the fruit of life, all of these things that you can kind of speculate upon and gain meaning from, or be it like spirals and your DNA and evolving our DNA as well. So, yeah, I don't know if that clarifies anything. As you said, for someone from the outside, but it's not something that I rely on telling me anything I don't think I already know either. Like I'll just be going through things in the day. I can see a mosquito scouting me out. Like the things I go through the day, and at the end of the day, I pull like sacred geometry cards, and then I allow myself to feel the lesson. And like that's one thing with sacred geometry as well. Like maybe it's me just being biased, but there's not really any negative meaning in sacred geometry. Like you can't really gain like any like, oh, death, like there's a death card in the tarot deck. There's no death card in sacred geometry because there's no death in the universe. The universe is infinite and ever repeating. It's a it's a cycle. So like that's the difference, my friend, and it's, to me, it's beautiful for that reason. I love that. Gonna try that today. Please do, my friend. Please do. Peace out, Dan. Peace out, Dan. Merman is still here, staying strong. So, Merman, I know you got into a new relationship, my friend, and right, your wife works at the barber shop as well, or a hairdresser. I feel like that's what I remember, right? And you take her coffee. So now I'm curious. Like, are you living in like a a small town in the mountains. Like I want more context. Do you mind sharing with me if you're still here? El Nino backwards is Oni. What does El Nino mean, dude? I don't I don't know what that means. Thank you, friend. Thank you, friend. Where are you from? I'm from South Africa. Born and raised. Born and raised in South Africa, and it's a beautiful country. It's a prosperous country. It's a forgiving country. It's an evolving country. It's a country where you can raise your kids. It's a country where you can meet the love of your life. It's a country where people care for each other. So these are all of the things I believe for South Africa, and I hope to be true. Have you heard of ocean or Ujjayi breath? Ujjayi breath. No, I haven't, my friend. Doobie time. It has been doobie time, but doobie time is coming to an end now. Thank you, my friends, for joining me for as long as you did. I really appreciate your presence every single day. It means the world to me. I hope to see you again tomorrow. But actually, I want to leave the stream with a message, and I think I'm gonna leave it with the same intent that I smoked this joint for today, and it's acceptance. Accepting things that we can't change, and living into it, being aware of it, allowing ourselves to forgive ourselves for the things that we kind of get over involved in, and forgiving things that happen in our field of consciousness that we don't want to allow. Accepting it completely. I love you, my friends. I hope to see you again tomorrow. Goodbye.